So something I try to work out that's a little different for every recital is a warm-up routine. And it's based on things that I need to do in the recital, in my recital music um, that maybe I don't want to just start playing the repertoire, so I come up with warm-ups. And one of the things I do pretty much every day as I play Kreutzer too. I was only allowed to play this etude for about 8 weeks, the beginning of my master's degree, and now a day doesn't feel complete unless I've played it. So, and what I'm going to do with it today is play détaché and work and do travel bows. So I'm working my way from one end of the bow to another. And this is like my favorite thing to do, like first thing in the morning. Um, it is still morning actually. And this will just get everything moving for me. You get the idea. The second thing, which is the fourth finger exercises I found in Simon Fisher's book Basics. I've been doing these to help work out my fourth finger so that I can get that extension in this air saute. And it seems like crazy to do so much work for this one little note, but it's worth it, and it's a good exercise to do. So if anyone has the book Basics by Simon Fisher, this is the stuff on page 126. I just do the first two exercises. Lovely, huh? And the next one's crazy because you have to play extended fourth fingers and you have to pluck with it. So really it's good for strength. And now that my fourth finger is feeling pretty good, well, it's feeling tired, there's a couple other things I like to do. One is called walking fingers, and it's one that I learned from my teacher, Rebecca Henry. And the first variation helps you feel the change in balance in your hand from the first to the fourth fingers. And then there's a triplet variation that gets you moving a little faster, and it goes between first and seventh position, so it really gets you all over the fingerboard. To do is shifts on the G string, practice going up scales to every note back and forth, just to help myself get ready for the introduction. Teacher Burton Kaplan's favorite pre-recital practice techniques, which is called the technique of the first try. Basically what it means is you just play the piece the first time for the day. So I've played violin today. I've not played Introduction to Tarantella, and we're going to see what happens, and I'm recording it, so I will be able to watch it back later and see if what happened was actually what I thought happened, and then I'll be able, this is basically what I can expect on Saturday. I think a mistake a lot of people make when they practice is they practice really hard and they get it really good, and that best one that they hit the end of their practice at is what they tend to expect, and then if something goes wrong in the performance, they're really surprised. But what we can realistically expect in the performance with performance nerves and that just how performance is what we can do our first time. And then of course you can practice and try to improve your first try, which is what I'll be doing the next couple of days. But this is my first try. Oh, and another thing I'm doing, sorry, before I do this is also important, is I am wearing, I don't know how to turn the camera around. I hope you can see it. I'm wearing my performance shoes. There's a little bit of a heel, which means it feels different from how I feel when I play in my sneakers. So, also a good thing to do is perform in your performance shoes, or practice in your performance shoes rather, because it changes how you feel and your relationship to the ground and your balance. And that's something else that can feel really weird when you get up there if you haven't done it in the past. And if you can't tell, I'm stalling because I'm kind of nervous. Actually, I feel pretty good about that. Some of the double stops are a little bit of a mess, but I can fix that. And the nice thing is that Saturday, which is in 2 days, will not be my first try because I will get to warm up that morning and go over some things. So hopefully it'll be even better. All right, time to keep going.